So let's talk about xenophobia for a minute. I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and I was supposed to make a video about it, and especially when it was really hot and when it was still happening. And I saw a lot of videos, and everybody was just going crazy about it. And I saw some of the videos that came up, and I could not believe my eyes. Really, what was happening there in South Africa. I cannot wrap my mind around the videos that I saw. I mean, when I saw that, you cannot make this thing up, man. And I don't understand. So, what is the motivation behind xenophobia? Like, the whole thing just sounds stupid to me. It doesn't sound, I don't even know. It doesn't make sense. Like, you want to tell me that black people are persecuted everywhere. They are unwanted everywhere. If you go to China, if you go to Europe, if you go to Americas, basically, if you go to anywhere there is no blacks, a population that is predominant non-blacks or non-African, black people will always be second. We say what? Second class citizens all over. It's like unwritten rule. I have never understood that either. Yet when non-blacks come into Africa, they are treated like royalty. That double standard still doesn't make sense to me. So you mean to tell me that Africa being the only home of all African people, wherever you can trace them, if you go to Europe and America, everywhere that the black people are found, they can trace back to Africa as being their origin, as being their home. And now you mean to tell me that an African is not welcome in his own home. How do you reconcile that? That you are not wanted over there and you are not wanted here at home. What kind of twisted logic that is? This is our home. This is where we trace back our ancestors to this soil. Before the colonizers came, we were just chilling out here in Africa, just doing our thing, doing what Africans did back in the day, until they came here and they subdivided the continent to steal from it or do whatever they did. And now that they are gone, we still let these imaginary boundaries divide us. Yet we see exactly what they are doing over there. The United States of America. It's a vast mass of land. So many people, they come together, they unite. They want to call us, they call themselves United States. There are different states. There used to be a confederacy and the union. They put their differences aside and they decided to unite. Every time you unite, you become one, you become stronger. That's what they did. You see what is happening in Europe. We have European Union. That's how you become strong, to build resources and to move forward. United front, you move forward. Become stronger and stronger. You build a civilization. You build communities and all that. And we agitated for self-rule when the colonizers were here. It was like, okay, you want to self-govern? Okay, go ahead and do it. They're the same challenges that we had back in the day are still the same problems that we are facing here today. So the problem was not the administration. The problem was not the government of the day. That was not the problem. Maybe we are the problem. The fact that other people came from their land far away and they came here, they found us maybe naked or semi naked, and they conquered us, and they subjugated us, put us under their rule, and they enslaved us in our own land. Maybe that should speak to us as a people. We should look inward. Maybe we are the problem. The fact that other people came here and they conquered us, took our land, we were under occupation, they took our resources and all that. Maybe they're not the problem. Maybe we are the problem. So this thing about xenophobia, where did it come from? I need somebody to just sit me down. I have not done any research on this topic. I'm kind of just talking, giving my opinion on the subject because it doesn't make sense to me. And it's only the black people who are the illegals in Africa. And we're talking about immigrants in South Africa. We're only talking about Zimbabweans or people from other neighboring countries, the Somalis and the likes. We are talking about everybody: the Chinese, the Indians, the whites, the Boers. They call themselves a rainbow nation for some reason. It's just not a rainbow nation. Does not that represent different peoples from different backgrounds and different racial categories? That's why you call yourself a rainbow nation. Yet you want the blacks out and not any other person out. I don't understand it. It's just the whole concept just seems so stupid. I can't understand it for the life of me. And they're so adamant, they want the blacks out. How does that make sense? Come from? Where does this self-hatred come from? Where does it come from? The black man is persecuted and hated all over the world. And then we get to hate ourselves? So, referring back to the videos that I saw, I heard, black South Africans being so much agitated, being so much worked up and riled up about these black immigrants coming to take our resources and our jobs. I'm like, say what? You are looking at the wrong places. These are poor black people coming to look for a better opportunity down there. And the jobs that you say that they are taking, you really don't want to work those jobs. You can't because you don't want to. And the biggest culprit is the whites. The whites, they own everything. They own the economy, they own the land, they own the banking system, the school, they own everything. You're victimizing the wrong people. But you're so blinded by hatred, self-hatred, that knows no bounds. It cannot be explained through science. It cannot be explained through religion. It gotta be something else. It gotta be a curse or something. Then in another video, I saw a woman being refused medical attention, medical services. That really broke my heart. The kids were being uprooted literally from school. So I could go on and on and on about the horrible things that I saw. Maybe I have not done research on it, like I said. Maybe I will be back here with another video, having done my due diligence, my research on the subject. Maybe there's a whole lot of things that I'm missing that I don't understand. All the dynamics, all the inner workings of that country, post apartheid and post independence. I don't know, but what I saw was horrendous. Yeah. Even for the sake of humanitarian grounds, even if you don't like these people, I mean, they're still human. You can afford them or call them human dignity. Yeah, you can do that. Alright? Ah, Lord have mercy.